Mickey said, I'm not gonna be able to say it. He said, we're not gonna be your guardian ad litems anymore. And so they all like just gasped and cried. He's like, because we want y'all, we want you to come live with us. And so it was like, man, the best day ever. It was like top 5 best day ever of my life. In 2019, right after we started going to Mercy Hill, we started in January, and that fall there was a series, No More Spectators. And going through that series, it kind of encouraged you to serve inside the walls of the church, but also outside the walls of the church. We decided that we wanted to serve together. We didn't want to serve separate. And I found there was a website that you could kind of scroll through, and I found the Guardian Ad Litem opportunity. So a Guardian Ad Litem is an advocate for the child. So when you have a court case in family court, everybody has attorneys. So parents have attorneys, and DSS has attorneys. There's attorneys for everyone, but there's nobody focused on the child. Our only goal was to form a relationship with the kids and know the children.
We were walking in, a different season of life where we felt like we weren't in a position where we could adopt or foster at that time. So we felt like this was a way we could jump in and be a part of something that, God's calling us to.
I started to feel a strong burden for the sibling group that we were guardian ad litems for specifically. So I kind of had our community group praying, like, the ladies, just something like God is impressing this on my heart. We are in, the third quarter, and adoption is for second quarter people, not third quarter people. So
when I go to court, I'm sitting in the lobby waiting. She gets transported from the children's home up there, and when she walked in, you could just tell the joy that was, filling her with just seeing me there. And when she sat down beside of me, it was closer than we are right now. And it was like, it was so natural for her to be, that comfortable with me with her. It was as if my own child had sat down, and that did it for me. And I'm like, I have no idea, God, what you're wanting to do with this, and let's go. So when I left the courthouse, I told Hannah my mind had been made up that it was time to step in for these kids.
Yeah, so one night at Families Count, we were talking to Kathy Hoke, who was a leader, and we were just talking about, hey, what does the next Families Count look like? And, serving there and what all of that, what all that entails. And we said, we don't know what that looks like for us yet because we haven't told many people, but we're actually in an adoption journey right now. And she was like, oh, well, tell me about it. What's going on? And so we kind of told her a little bit about the story, and she was like, hang on, what are their names? And so we told her, and she was like, no way. I have been praying that they would get adopted. And so, so she had been to the children's home where they're at and made contact with them. And they made such an impression on her that she remembered them by name, and she had been praying for them. And she said, actually, the oldest had made a connection with one of the children that was there from Summer Project, from Mercy Hill. We had no idea that anybody from Mercy Hill knew them. And it was so humbling that, the God of the universe would have compassion on us to give us just a small glimpse into what his plan is for the kids. We have prayed, God, go before us, God, go before us. And it's just a chance meeting, that would be the case, and he would show that to us and reveal it to us.
We've been praying for God to receive the kids well in our church and in our brothers and sisters. And lo and behold, he's been doing it the whole time, long before I was ever saying yes to these kids being in our lives permanently.